They were never going to win every game. They were never going to win every game. So that was never going to happen. So they were always going to get an L. And some of the greatest Barca teams didn't go undefeated. So they were always going to get an L. This L is worrying because it's one thing to lose. It's another thing to get sauteed, char-grilled, and cooked. This is Osasuna. It's Osasuna. And this could have been like 6 or 7. So that crazy highline, very proactive attack Hansi Flick that likes to play and do, it's got really tactically exposed in this game. So I don't know whether you put the blame on Hansi Flick, you put the blame on the defending and the defensive line and the lack of positioning or anticipation. But the amount of times Osasuna played that ball over the top onto the right flank, ball over the top on the left flank, ball over the top, and they just kept on beating the man over the top, and their flank man was totally free to put in across the box. It was like, bro, like this is too easy. From a tactical point of view, this is just way too easy. So for Flick, here's the thing. If everybody is fit, Barca are a really good team and are definitely one of the big favorites for the league and are outside favorites for the UCL. But we don't live in that utopia. In a utopia, there'll be no injuries, no suspensions, and all of your players are free every single week in a utopia. But we don't live in a utopia. We live in the real, nasty, ugly world. Shout out to your boy Morpheus. This is the desert of the real. This is the real world. This ain't the freaking Matrix. This is the real world. And in the real world, you have suspensions, you have injuries, you have to rotate. We'll get to Yamal afterwards, but are you saying that a 17-year-old has to play every single game? This was a real eye-opener for Flick, because for Flick, what he now realizes is this squad isn't good. And what he realizes is if we have a lot of injuries, a lot of these young prepubescents, I can't rely upon them. I can't rely upon these guys because if you are this badly exposed and this outplayed because a Rafinha or Yamal isn't playing and your defense is that cut open, it's worrying. Because when you're coming into a season just are not about your best players, it's about your squad. It's about you have something for a rainy day. So if he goes down, the 4th, 5th, 6th man on the list can say what's up. So all those bench guys, they're all ready. So when you get a squad, it's not just, yeah, look, these guys. No, everybody has to be accounted for because there could be a rainy day. Now, it just so happens that this is not a rainy day for Barca. It's a damn thunderstorm. It's Hurricane Helen because of the amounts of injuries they have. So, like, let's keep it real, guys. Who the hell is rating Ferran Torres? Of what relevance is Ferran Torres to anybody in any world? Dude's irrelevant. Like, he's essentially a bomb. Ferran Torres is a broken clock. A broken clock, insult it all you want. It is right twice a day. It says right twice a day. Ferran Torres is a broken clock. He's so often once every blue moon. Woo! He looks good. But most of the time, he sells fruits. He's trash. He's a bomb. He's a brick. But I mean, Flick just has to look at this tactic and be like, yeah, there's a lot of trading needs to be done because defensively, Barca got caught open way too easily. Now, there's a reason why Szczesny had to be bought. So people say, oh, Szczesny, how good is he? And they, like someone on Twitter showed me like, Szczesny's like a showreel of all of the mistakes that he's had. Cool. Even Neuer and Buffon have their mistakes. That dude in goal, Pena, that second goal, that's enough to get you sent to Siberia for life. What was done to that Barca keeper for that second goal, that is a lifetime sentence in either Siberia, Alcatraz, or San Quentin. Shout out to Alonso from Training Day, 24-hour lockdown. Because you cannot allow a dude called Brian. You can't allow some random dude called Brian, not Brian from wrestling. You cannot allow a random dude called Brian from Osasuna to do that to you as a Barca keeper. That's embarrassing. But yeah, this was a beatdown. And look, the injuries are huge. Olmo is a huge loss. That is a big, massive loss because he brought someone to the attack. You already know how much of a loss Araujo is. So the Barca are dealing with a lot of very key injuries. But this is the nature of the beast. This is the nature of the beast. Before you enter into a season, you have to have a squad. And the whole point of a squad is there could be a chance where we could have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 injuries. So every player that comes in, you've got to be able to do a job. So every player you pick going into that squad for the next season has got to be able to say what's up and do a job. But even despite all the injuries, this is still Barcelona. And even if you put your second, your third team to get pimped out, they got pimped out. They got pimped out. Like, sorry, man, Osasuna was a pimp and Barca was a, street, Osasuna was a pimp, Barca was Kim Kardashian or Amber Rose. That's how bad it was. They got pimped out. they got pimped. They're riding it pimped out and they got pimped out themselves. And this is where it gets really worrying. So let me get this straight. I just want like some clarity here. So you're telling me that a Barca FC of Dino, Neymar, Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, that same Puyol, Piqué, Dani Alves, that same Barca in 2024 are reliant on a 17-year-old. So are you telling me that if this 17-year-old teenager had started this game, Barca could have either won or drawn this game? Because let's keep it a stack. The only proper goal Barca scored in this game was via Yamal when he came off the bench. The first goal that Barca scored, I don't know what that keeper was smoking. That was a keeper break. That was not a goal. That was a quality Class A break by the keeper. So the only proper goal was yet another outstanding goal by one of the most lethal left foots in football from a boy Yamal. So are you saying a whole Barcelona football club, Mesque un club, you're reliant on a 17-year-old? Is that where we're at right now? That if a 17-year-old doesn't play, you falter? That's crazy. Because 1,000% Yamal should have been rested. Like when I saw Yamal wasn't starting, I was disappointed because I wanted to watch him play. Because tuning into Barca, one of the things I like to tune into Barca is to watch Yamal, who is the best player in the world. But I was like, put my personal one aside. This is great. He has to be rested. Oh, good on you, Flick. Rest. Ferran Torres come in and do a job. But it's to the case where, oh no, we need him. Because I'll keep it a stack. Hansi Flick wanted to bring on Yamal in like the 75th minute. You're winning 3-0, you're up 3-1. Bring him on for like the last 15 just to keep his legs moving. But he was literally brought on to try to save the game. And when he made it 4-2, there was enough time where the game could have been saved. So I'm just baffled that Barca, I know they're injured, but are you saying that Barca are reliant on a 17-year-old, on a teenager? That's madness. Because when Messi was coming through, they were not reliant on Messi. Messi, oh, you are a super rare diamond in the rough, 100%. But we're not reliant on you. You're a young buck. This is Barca's main guy. Barca go as far as Yamal takes them. That's where we're at right now. Yamal is the head honcho, the lead guy, the main character of a whole Barca FC. And I'm sorry, he can't play every game. He can't play every game. You have to have guys who can come in and do a job. Because it is extremely irresponsible and immoral and against human rights for him to not play, 60, 70 games a season? No. There have to be games where he's rested. And there'll be games where he doesn't even play minutes. Or he plays 10, 20 minutes. He can't be playing like 90, 70, 75, 90 minutes every single game. No. That makes no sense. But it just shows that this Barca squad, there are issues. Once there are key injuries, something like this Osasuna thing happens, man.